Predation is a huge issue for sheep and goat producers across the U.S., but especially here in Texas. Producers need another method to control predators. Livestock guardian dogs are a non-lethal way for producers to protect their livestock and still be able to stay in business. A livestock guardian dog is a specific breed of dogs that's been developed for thousands of years to not have what's called prey drive. So those instincts of stalking, chasing, biting, killing have been bred out of these dogs, and so that they guard livestock instead of herding livestock, for instance. One of the big misconceptions is that a guardian dog shouldn't be socialized. That caused a lot of problems, right after the dogs were originally introduced over here in the late 70s through the 1980s. And so basically what happened is a lot of the dogs just kind of became feral because they weren't socialized. Producers for some reason had the idea that they didn't need to be specifically bonded or trained or anything, and so they were just put out with sheep or goats, and it was just a train wreck a lot of times. And so a lot of producers still have the wrong misconception about how to use the dogs or how the dog should be trained. We have a livestock guardian dog program. We started this in 2019. One of the main focuses that we have on the program is a bonding project, and we take 8-week-old pups and we put them into a bonding pen. We socialize the pups, we leash train them, tether train them, they get a truck ride once a week. They stay in a smaller pen for about a month, then they move into a 1-acre pen, and then at 6 months of age they move out into a 100-acre pasture.
When we heard about this program through AgriLife, we were excited to take the opportunity to try this guard dog program out. We come from a family that's been ranching for probably 6 generations in this area. We've only run sheep on this ranch for about 2 years. Prior to that, the predators were simply too bad. Through this program, we've been able to prove to some neighbors and maybe either other family members that the guard dog game is definitely evolving and changing, and probably could become a necessary factor to raising sheep and goats in this area. My granddad was probably kind of skeptical. They tried guard dogs at another ranch we have up in north central Texas and had a horrible experience back in the 80s. And so when the grandkids come in and think they have a new idea, they kind of wanted to sit back and watch. And a few months ago he bought some guard dogs of his own, so I think the proof is in the pudding there.
We've made major changes in people's perceptions of livestock guardian dogs, giving them a more science-based, non-biased approach to how to best manage the dogs so that we set them up for success. And we're seeing that in our bonding project. We see people going from sub 25% lamb crops to over 100% lamb and kid crops. That is the change that we hear from a lot of producers that have implemented livestock guardian dogs since we began really promoting this. Moving that forward is seeing more people utilize livestock guardian dogs, improve how they manage them so that it better fits their operations, and they can better protect the animals and keep people in business.